Have you ever wondered what your dog is trying to tell you? Well, you're not alone. Many of us dog lovers are often left scratching our heads trying to decipher the cryptic language of our furry friends. But what if I told you that dogs have their very own language, a language that we can understand? Intriguing, right? Dogs communicate in a myriad of ways, employing a rich tapestry of signals, sounds, and expressions. Each wag, bark, and raised brow carries a message waiting to be interpreted. Imagine the wealth of conversations you've been missing out on. Let's start with body language. It's a vital part of how dogs communicate. A wagging tail, a playful bow, or a stiff posture. Each movement is a word in the canine dictionary. By understanding these, you are one step closer to speaking dog. Moving on to the symphony of sounds dogs make. From the joyful bark when you come home to the whine when they are feeling uneasy, dogs use a variety of sounds to express their feelings. It's like a melody, each note revealing a different emotion. And then we have the expressive canine facial expressions. Have you noticed your dog's eyes widen when they see a squirrel or their eyebrows furrow when they're confused? These are not mere coincidences. They're a part of the complex language dogs use to communicate with us and with each other. Understanding these signals can lead to a deeper bond between dogs and their owners. It can help you respond to your dog's needs more accurately, prevent misunderstandings, and ultimately help you enjoy a more fulfilling relationship with your furry friend. So if you want to understand your dog better, it's time to learn their language. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of canine communication in the upcoming scenes. Remember, every wag, whine, and wrinkle is a word waiting to be understood. Let's start this journey of discovery together. Now, let's dive into the world of canine body language. Every twitch, wag, and posture your dog takes is a form of communication awaiting your understanding. Let's start with the most iconic sign, the tail wagging. A wagging tail is typically a sign of a happy and content dog, but it's not that simple. The speed and direction of the wag can reveal more. A slow, relaxed wag often signals a comfortable, content dog. A rapid, stiff wag, on the other hand, could indicate an excited or even agitated dog. Next, we have ear positioning. Dogs with erect ears are often alert and attentive, ready to engage with whatever has caught their interest. If the ears are pinned back, it could mean fear, submission, or even aggression. It's a sign for you to approach with caution. Finally, let's talk about body posture. A dog standing tall, with its body weight leaning forward, is likely feeling confident or assertive. This could be a sign of a dog asserting dominance or preparing to confront a potential threat. A dog that's hunched over or making itself appear smaller, however, is likely feeling nervous or submissive. This could be a sign the dog is feeling threatened or insecure. But here's the catch. It's important to remember that these signs are not standalone. They often work in combination. For instance, a wagging tail and forward-leaning posture might mean a dog is excited and ready to play. But a wagging tail with a hunched body could mean the dog is nervous but trying to appear friendly. So, reading your dog's body language is like decoding a complex, dynamic language. It requires patience, practice, and a keen eye for detail. It's also essential to remember that these are general interpretations. Each dog is unique with its own personality and idiosyncrasies. Some dogs might wag their tails more vigorously when they're happy, while others might show their excitement with a more subdued wag. Remember, these are general interpretations. Each dog is unique and may have its own way of expressing itself. Apart from body language, dogs also communicate using a variety of sounds. Just as we humans use words, tone, and volume to express a myriad of emotions, dogs too use their unique vocalizations to communicate with us and their fellow canines. Let's start with the most common sound we associate with dogs: barking. Barking can mean a number of things depending on the situation. It can be a warning of an approaching stranger, an expression of excitement or playfulness, or even a cry for attention. The key to understanding barking is to observe the context. Is there a stranger at the door? Is your dog's tail wagging in anticipation of a game of fetch? Or is your dog alone and bored, seeking your company? Next, we have growling. Now, growling often has a bad reputation, seen as a sign of aggression. However, it's not always the case. Yes, a dog may growl to warn or assert dominance, but they also growl during play or when they're frightened. So before you react, take a moment to understand the situation. Is your dog playing with a toy, or does he feel threatened in some way? Whining is another sound dogs often make. This sound can be a sign of distress, anxiety, or even excitement. It's a more submissive sound and can often mean your dog wants something but doesn't know how to get it. They might be hungry, need to go outside, or be seeking your affection. Lastly, we have the howl. This primal sound is deeply ingrained in a dog's DNA, harking back to their wolf ancestors. Dogs howl to communicate over long distances, express loneliness, or even respond to high-pitched sounds like sirens. Remember, these sounds don't exist in a vacuum. They're part of a larger communication system that includes body language and facial expressions. So understanding these sounds in conjunction with other signals can give you a deeper insight into your beloved pet's thoughts and feelings. Understanding these sounds can help you respond appropriately to your dog's needs. Dogs also use their faces to communicate, just like humans do. Their faces can portray a range of emotions, and by understanding these, we can better understand our furry friends. Let's start with a relaxed face. When your dog is calm and content, its facial expression will reflect this. The eyes will be normal in shape, neither dilated nor squinted. The mouth might be slightly open, but not showing teeth, and the tongue may be lolling out a bit. This is your dog's way of saying, "I'm cool, everything's fine here." Next, let's talk about an aggressive face. Now, this is an expression you'd prefer not to see. The dog's eyes will be intensely focused, possibly showing the whites, which some people call whale eye. The lips may be curled back to display teeth, and the hackles might be raised. This is a clear warning. Back off, I'm ready to defend myself. Then comes the fearful face. A scared dog's eyes will be wide open, showing more of the whites than usual, and the ears will be laid back. The body might be crouched, and they may be showing teeth not in aggression, but in fear. This expression is your dog's way of saying, "I'm scared, I need some comfort." Lastly, the anxious face. This is subtler than the others, but just as important to recognize. Your dog might yawn, lick its lips, or avoid eye contact. It might also show the whites of its eyes in what is known as a half-moon eye. This tells you, "I'm uncomfortable, I need reassurance." Recognizing these expressions is not just about decoding your dog's emotions, but also about responding appropriately. By understanding what your dog is trying to communicate, you can respond in a way that helps them feel safe, loved, and understood. By paying attention to your dog's facial expressions, you can understand their emotions better. And knowing what your dog is feeling is a crucial step towards building a stronger bond with your best friend. Understanding your dog's communication is key to building a better bond with them. It's like learning a new language where the words are wagging tails, playful barks, and soulful eyes. The better you understand, the deeper your connection becomes. So how does this understanding lead to better training? Well, when you're in tune with your dog's signals, you can respond to their needs more effectively. You can recognize when they're eager to learn and when they need a break. This makes training sessions more productive and enjoyable for both of you, transforming them from a chore into a bonding experience. But the benefits don't stop there. Understanding your dog also leads to fewer behavioral problems. Many problematic behaviors stem from miscommunication or unmet needs. By understanding your dog's signals, you can address these needs before they escalate into issues. For example, a dog who is chewing on furniture may actually be bored or anxious. By recognizing these signals early, you can provide appropriate outlets for their energy like playtime or a long walk. And let's not forget about the most important part, a happier life for both you and your dog. When your dog feels understood, they feel safe and secure. This leads to a more relaxed and confident dog who is less likely to exhibit stress-related behaviors. On your end, understanding your dog's communication can bring a sense of fulfillment and deepen the bond you share. It's like unlocking a secret language that only the two of you can speak. Here's a tip for you. Spend some quiet time observing your dog. Notice their body language, their sounds, their facial expressions. Try to interpret what they might be trying to tell you. Remember, every dog is unique, so what works for one may not work for another. So, next time your dog tries to communicate with you, tune in. You might be surprised at what you discover.